This is a large-scale map of the Iguazu Falls area. Which we can look at in some detail. This little railway takes you all the way up to the top here, and you walk across these gangways till you get to the highest point overlooking this, which is tremendous. This is where you get this little train. Now, if you're not there early, and by early I mean sort of 8:30ish, the queues build up very, very quickly, and you might have to wait a long time to get on this little train. But this little train takes you all the way up here, and you get off at this point here, and then there's a walkway right the way across all these little islands here to this vantage point here, where you've overlooked the main fall. This is what they call the throat here. You can't see that from the Brazilian side, you can only see it from this side. It's quite a long walk, that. It takes probably a quarter of an hour, 20 minutes to walk along there. If you're very fit, there is a path alongside the railway. You can in fact walk it. Rather than wait for the train. In fact, if you're fit, and the queues are a mile long, it's probably quicker to walk it, although bearing in mind it's going to be very, very hot, and you don't see an awful lot. Now, if you decide to do the sort of jungle trail and longer boat ride, then the ticket office is here, and the first tour, or first boat ride tour, sets off at 8:45 in the morning, and you come along this little brown trail here through the jungle on the back of a lorry, which you can see there. You don't see very much but trees, to be honest, but it does take you to this point here, which is the start of the longer boat ride, and it takes you up here through these rapids. You go up to here and then round there to there, turn round in all that spray and water, come back. Here's little coati with funny little noses. They're cute, a bit like meerkats, I suppose, in some way. They're sort of cute, but they've big noses they've got. Now this is a little train which takes you up to the top of the falls. I suspect when you get there you're going to get wet, but you just have to live with it.
Eso que es parecida a esta. Sí,
It runs about once every 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. You don't have to wait very long before the next one comes along. the last one back is at 4 o'clock. Butterflies, absolutely amazing, man. Beautiful. Something on the end of my shoe. This is my first sight of the river. It's big, and this is only a small fraction of it. These are all little islands. And it's quite fast flowing. And this is the trail that takes you up to the cataracts, the waterfall. Butterflies. There are dozens of them, all kinds. Look at that. Stunning. And there you get a much better idea of the extent of this river. It's big. As you walk across this series of little bridges on this pathway, this track, because you're above the river, and it's got this mesh floor, which is quite disconcerting, with the water flowing underneath. So this is my first view of the main falls. This is the main river goes over here. This is called the Throat. Isn't that just magnificent? Remember. Big clouds of spray coming up in all directions. Absolutely amazing. Down, you can't see the bottom because of the spray. You just cannot describe it. It's just absolutely awesome. There's not as much spray as I thought there was going to be. I thought we were going to get absolutely rigging wet through, but you just get every now and then you get a dusting of it. I suspect if the wind's blowing in a different direction you may get more. I'm here at 1:30 on a Sunday, and the train going back, which we passed, was absolutely chock-a-block. But
the train I came up on only had a few people on, so I suspect that later in the afternoon the place is much quieter and you don't have to fight for a place at the rail to get your photograph, which I suspect you probably would have to earlier on. But it really is a magnificent natural spectacle, absolutely awesome. Even just walking across the trail, the sort of gangways to get here, is quite impressive. It must have taken them tremendous amount of energy, in fact indeed difficulty, to get these piles anchored in this river. I said, they must do it in the dry season, when the water is much lower. And the butterflies, well, if you're into butterflies, they are superb. Every time you're tempted to walk away, it draws you back for another look. Stunning. It takes about 15 minutes to walk from the little station across these gangways to get to the top of the falls. It's very easy going. It's very hot and very humid. There's a big fish there. I don't know what it is, but it must be 20 pounds if not more. Just above the falls at Iguazu, just standing on this gangway looking down on it. This is a little sign about fish. I think that fish I saw was one of these great big things here. Moncholo, like a big catfish. I don't know what to say, it's all in Spanish. That's a bonny bird. I don't know what it is, looks like some kind of jay. C'est une piche. You're obviously not shy of humans here. Oh, of course. They get fed. And people are going fast. They are amusing little things. Playful, these youngsters, they. It all gets a bit rough every now and then. Working out who's going to be boss.
Igual no son iguales a los no, a los de...
¿Cómo se llama ese?
No, you don't want that thing there. No.
We don't want to be on it. Okay.